Thank you very much for agreeing to update your office's entries in the Leadership Emory database. For those of you that don't know, the Leadership Emory database is a place that we send students all the time to do some searching around in order to find ways to get involved all across campus to learn about leadership. Namely, the Division of Campus Life has over 100 programs listed, and in our Advisor of the Day office hours, we often work one-on-one with students to look through the blog and find ways to get involved. But what that takes is making sure that everything's updated. Now that you have access to this, you can update it or add a new program at any point. But if I will do a call every summer just to remind you to make sure that things are updated before the next academic year begins. But to update it, it's very, very simple and very user-friendly. But I'm just going to walk through a few important things that I need you to know. But if you'll just go to blogs.emory.edu, no www, then you just click here to log in, and you'll log in with your username and password. Click login. Now, if this is the only blog that you have access to, then it's going to automatically take you to something called the dashboard. If you have multiple blogs, then what you're going to need to do is under My Sites, choose Leadership Emory Dashboard. Either way, you may already see the screen right when you log in. All of your programs are here under this link called Posts. Now, the easiest way to find all the programs associated with your office right now are to come over here to View All Categories and just select your office. So since this is my office, we'll just work with Student Leadership and Service, and we'll hit Filter. Now you'll see that all of these are the programs and services from our office that are listed. What I'm going to do is let's just go in to pretend that we want to edit the Volunteer Emory staff entry. Now, I just ask that you try to stay somewhat consistent in the way that these are presented. You're going to notice that some things are bolded and some things are not. Some things are hyperlinked, and we'll talk about how to do a hyperlink briefly. But basically, you can just come in, you can make any text change that you want to make just by directly typing here. You can see the rest of the post by scrolling. One of the important things to note right here under Leadership Emory Tenants Fulfilled, you're going to notice that for Volunteer Emory, we list all 5 tenants. And that's going to be important to note. For some of your programs, you'll want to make sure to talk to whoever coordinates the program to see what tenants that program aligns with. For example, our Emerging Leader experience only aligns with tenants 1, 2, and 3. Down here in these bottom 3 bullet points is where it's really important to make sure you let students know what time of the year the program occurs, who does it serve, everybody, first, second, third year students, how do they apply, what's a website. If you don't want to have to put a lot of information on the blog to come back and be sure to edit, that's fine. I would encourage you just to say applications are accepted early every fall semester. Click on this link for more information. That's completely fine. Or you can put specific program dates if you'd prefer to do that as well. That's really up to you, but the more specific you are, the more you're going to want to remember to come back and make updates in the future. Let me delete this image really quickly because I want to show you how to add an image. If you want to have a picture on your page and on each of your posts, and I highly encourage you to do that just to make it a little more jazzed up for students, all you'll need to do is just click right here by the first P. That way things are consistent. And then you click right here, this little funny thing that says add an image. And what you get is you get a pop-up screen. Now, if the image has already been uploaded, like you'll notice that picture was already there, so it's actually already in my media library. So most of your logos are actually already in the media library, but sometimes they're not. And if you want to add a new picture, just stay on this From Computer tab, select the file from your desktop, and it will upload it. And then you'll basically follow this same step. You can then find that image in the media library. So what I'll do is I need to look really quickly. You know, this is an alternative break picture, so I'm just going to insert that here on Volunteer Emory staff. So to insert this alternative break picture, let's pretend I just uploaded it. I need to come over here and click Show. And it gives me a little bit more information. Alternative text, make sure you enter something here so that anyone that may be visually impaired can know what the image is whenever their screen reader reads it. So I'll just say alternative break photo from 2010. This is important. Always make sure you click right so that it'll show up in the same place on all the posts. And then depending on how big the picture you uploaded is, you're going to have some options here. Thumbnail, medium, large, or full. This was a small picture that we uploaded, so full size is already right around 200 pixels. I'll ask you that if your full-size image may be really, really big, so the large or the medium option may have the 200 pixels option. So just whichever one you need to choose that gets this number as close to 200 as possible. And just hit Insert into Post. And you're done. So then you'll need to come over here. If you changed any of the tenants that your office is associated with, you'll need to either uncheck them under categories or you'll need to recheck them. And the reason this is important that they align is because this is how students actually are then able to search the database later. So now I can click Update. The next thing to show you just very quickly is how to add a new program, and then we're done. The first thing that I would want you to do to add a new program is to come into one that already exists and to copy it all. So just Control A or select everything, Control C to copy or edit copy. That way you can just paste it into the new post, change the information, and that way they will stay consistent. Then all I have to do is just hit Add New. Title it. Let's keep these titles in all caps. Just arbitrary. Now I'm going to Control V or paste that there. You're going to notice if you paste an image it's going to mess it up, so I'm just going to delete that image. But then I can go in and I can edit all of this information. Let's just say, for example, this program only hits on the first 2 tenants. So I'm going to remove those. You know, this is year-round, and I want to show you how to do a hyperlink. Let's say that this website should actually be just maybe our main OSLS website. So I'm going to type that in. Then to hyperlink it, I select and copy. I right-click just then to see copy. Then I'm just going to press this little button that looks like a link. And all I have to do is right-click and paste it there, or Control-V, paste, and add the link. And it automatically creates the hyperlink, which is really simple. Once you get all this like you'd like, you can add a picture again by clicking here. We'll just quickly do that. Media library, or upload a new picture. I'm just going to choose arbitrarily one of these pictures. Give it a secondary text, group photo from volunteer Emory. Here we go. Choose right. Full size gives me really close to the 200 pixels, so I'm just going to hit Insert. There we go. Now, always make sure to make sure Allow Comments is not checked. Please make sure that's not checked. If you don't see this discussion thing here for that option, all you have to do is go up here to Screen Options, click it, and you want to make sure that there's a check mark right here beside Discussion. Now that you've created your new post, you've titled it, you've updated all this text, you know, and you've added your picture. You've chosen which tenants, checking with the person that coordinates the program. The final thing that you need to do is come over here to Categories. The first thing to do is check the office that your program connects to, or check your office name, but then you're also going to check the unit. So in our case, we're going to say Division of Campus Life, and then we're going to check Student Leadership and Service. If your office is not listed for some reason, just shoot Matt Garrett an email. But then the final piece is you're going to need to choose your tenants. So I'm going to choose Tenants 1 and 2. Then all I have to do is hit Publish. And that post is complete. The final thing I want to show you is if a program no longer exists, all you have to do, since this was an arbitrary fake post, all you have to do is go in to find the post you need to delete, hit Move to Trash, and it's done. If you accidentally ever do that, then all you have to do is just come here to the Post menu, go to Trash, and you can undelete it. But if you need any help at all or have any questions, please don't hesitate to email someone here in the Office of Student Leadership and Service, and we are more than happy to help you. Thanks.